What is up, everyone? Guys, listen up. In today's video, I want to go over two weapons. We're going to be comparing the new Halt shotgun to the Blitzer shotgun, and I'm just going to tell you my thoughts after testing these weapons on Super Helldive, the strengths and the weaknesses of these weapons. And I would also love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you're thinking about picking up a warbond, maybe, hopefully this video helps you out here, because I do think there's definitely some differences between the weapons. The first weapon I want to discuss is the shotgun, right? So this shotgun is probably one of the most unique weapons in the game currently, because it does have two ammo types, which is really fun to use. For example, it has stun shots and then it has normal shots. So when it comes to damage, it's actually really high damage. It's sitting at 385 damage, which means that you're going to be easily one-shotting, you know, like warriors and everything like that when it comes to the normal ammunition, right? And then you have the stun shots, which honestly is crazy. You can stun lock everything, right? We're talking anything from like hunters all the way to chargers. The fact that you can completely stun lock chargers is in its own league and makes the game much easier when it comes to that. For example, you can like sneak up on a charger, shoot him in the tail, and just stun lock him. Once you do hit him with a few stuns, or even just one stun, you can swap to your other ammunition and destroy the charger with under 10 shots. Not only that, but the stun does give you the ability to kind of add control very easily. So if you're getting pushed by a horde, you can shoot the stun shots at all of these enemies. They're gonna get stunned, and then you can switch to your stratagems. For example, if it's a support weapon or if it's your red stratagems, you just call in your eagles. It does make your survivability much better as well, right? Because it just gives you more time. The stuns last very long too. It's not as long as, for example, the stun grenade, which is around 5 seconds, but I would say it's around 2 to 3 seconds, which is more than enough time to decide what you want to do next. Do you want to switch to your support weapon, such as the flamethrower, and just burn everything down, or once again call in your 500 kg? It is once again very unique because it is the first weapon that has this kind of ammunition, right? The fact that you can switch between these ammos is next level. And on top of that, don't forget the ammo economy. The way it's done is really good, because if you switch to the magazine with the stuns, and let's say you empty the magazine, instead of starting reloading, you can literally just swap to your other magazine with the normal ammunition, and now you're dealing tons of damage. Now, when it comes to the enemy types, I think that both the Blitzer and the Halt shotgun are better on the bug side. Some people might be like, yeah, but it also stuns the automatons. It does, but for me personally, this is just a personal thing. Once again, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. It's more effective for the bugs, right? Like after testing it, it definitely feels like it. Hunters is a big one too, because if you are getting pushed by a lot of hunters, the ability to just stun lock them is pretty nice, especially when it comes from a shotgun. Even if you're sitting on the stun shots, for example, if there's a warrior pushing you, if you're landing headshots, you can kill him with 2 shots to the head, which is kind of nice, right? Because it's not even supposed to be about the damage with the stun ones. It's just supposed to stun. When it comes to the spewers, yeah, it's still very nice, man. You can destroy them with the normal ammunition. First, you can stun them. The only thing, right, that feels a little bit off with the shotgun is that you need to get used to switching the ammunition, right? There is some stuff you can do. For example, if you have a controller with back buttons, you can set one of the buttons so that, you know, you press it and it switches right away, which does make the gun much more comfortable. But even without that, like once you get used to it, it feels pretty good. It's a great addition to the game, and I feel like it made the warbond overall very unique. So all of those things that I just went over do make the shotgun very good. But that said, is it one of those weapons that I would pick over the Blitzer, right? Because that's a big thing, like especially when you're fighting the bug side. Blitzer is in a league of its own. So let's go over those things that Blitzer does differently compared to the shotgun. Let's start off with the fact that you don't have to ever worry about ammo economy. Like literally never have to worry about it. It has infinite shots. The next thing is that it staggers enemies, and stagger, especially against the bugs, is very important. Now you might say, but Pip, the new shotgun stun locks them as well. Yes, it does, but when the Blitzer staggers, it's also doing a lot of damage. Not only that, but the Blitzer can kill a few enemies together, so it like kind of spreads out the shots, which makes it very effective against hordes, and it builds up stun. So when it comes to like direct ad clear, in my opinion, the Blitzer is better. I don't think there's an argument there to say that the new shotgun is better when it comes to clearing hordes. There's also the factor of ease of use, and as mentioned, ammo economy as well. So if you have anything pushing you, it doesn't matter if it's a commander, a bunch of warriors, even the fast warriors, right? Hunters, whatever it is, Blitzer just makes that very easy to deal with. Now, where the Halt shotgun is going to be better though is the chargers, because the Blitzer has no effect on the chargers, and to have a shotgun with the ability, a primary weapon, to just stun lock a heavy enemy, especially one of the most annoying enemies in the game, is incredible. You guys know we've completed Super Helldive literally with only using Blitzer, not the stratagems, nothing, just Blitzer. That's how good that gun is. Even when you look at the Shriekers, a lot of people are like, you know what, Blitzer can't deal with the Shriekers. It definitely can deal with the Shriekers, but there is a skill gap there, right? Like, you gotta get used to the timing, see when they're flying in, position correctly, get the shots in correctly. So it's definitely not easy to do, but it's doable. But just because it's not easy to do doesn't mean it can't do it. On the other side, you have the new shotgun, which takes care of the Shriekers much easier. However, none of them are the best choice when it comes to the Shriekers. Literally none of them. Now, when it comes to commanders, spewers, warriors, light armor targets, doesn't matter. I think the Blitzer does a better job. And I don't mean that the new shotgun is bad. I think it's actually pretty good. But if I was to pick between the two weapons, if you were to be like, Piff, I'm new to the game, I can pick one of these weapons. Which one do I pick up when I'm playing against the bugs? I wouldn't even think twice. I would tell you, go for the Blitzer. That's just my honest opinion. Now, if you had the Blitzer, I would tell you, dude, this shotgun is super unique. The single target damage is great. The stun is incredible. It's a weapon that is very different from almost all of the weapons in the game. So if you're trying to pick up something unique, go for it. But once again, if the question is, which one do I pick up if I don't have none of them? Yeah, that's going to be a pretty easy Blitzer for me. And also, you got to take into consideration, right? Like, if you're going for one of the weapons, that means that you got to choose between the war bonds. The cutting edge war bond, yeah, it's on a completely different level, man. When it comes to war bonds, it just has so many good tools. What do you guys think? Which one is better? Which one do you guys enjoy using more against the bugs? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. You guys know I try to answer as many comments as possible. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I mean, we literally have the best community of all time. Oh! Oh, he got no scoped.